Hi guys, good morning.
Good morning,
Good
sir.
morning, sir.
Good morning.
Morning, sir.
Morning.
Hi, sir. Good morning.
Good morning. Okay. Today we will discuss about get window handle and get window handles. So how to handle the windows. Anyone have any questions? No questions? Okay, fine. So okay, technically some conditions needs to be involved in this program. So get window handle and get window handles. And why? Because we need to handle multiple windows, how to handle that and how to get the information of that particular window and all. So let's see how we are going to use that window handles and how we are going to use the concept of conditions in order to make use of get window handle and get window handles. Okay, for that I'm just considering, let me share my screen. I'll try to make use of same website, but not sure how comfortable it is to capture the locators or something. Okay, open new tab. Okay, it will open one new separate windows. It will open and then open separate multiple windows. Okay, fine. So maybe we have this option where we can click on this one and where we can make use of when we click on this open new tabbed window, and when we click on this, so it opens the another window. So let's see how we are going to coordinate with get window handle and get window handles. So I'm going to write some sample program. This can be used in order to handle the parent windows and child windows. Parent windows means this is the master website, right? So this is called parent window. When you click on this button and it opens another window, this is called child one. So like that we can configure. So I'm going to design some sample program. Okay. So once we navigate to this page, click on this one. Button click. Button 2. Window. Driver dot find element by dot xpath. Click. Once you click on that, what will happen? It will navigate to another window, right? Yes. Now starts with handling windows. So I'm going to define a window first. String parent window handle is equals to driver dot get window handle. So we are going to handle it. So we are making use of the same method, get window handle, and then set string child window handles is equals to, because it opens another window means we need to handle multiple windows. Get window handles. Get window handles, and then iterate iterator string is iterate is equals to child window handles dot iterator. While iterator dot has next iterator dot has next string, we are handling child window, right? I'm creating another variable with the name called sub window. Iterator dot next iterator dot has next, and then we are validating a condition. If parent window handle dot equals to ignore case of sub window, then driver dot switch to dot window of sub window. Web element just give me a moment, I need to connect. Okay. Okay. Web element info is equals to driver dot find element by dot. I need to find out an element in this web page. Any of the element, I just want to find out whether the page gets loaded or not. I am going to give ID. Give that ID. Okay, okay, all are closed. It will open the browser. It will maximize it. Clicking on that button. Navigate to this one. We'll try to find out this element. The child window displayed Selenium automates browser. This one, that's it. What are you? So other information it is going to display. Okay, finally I need to close the browser. Oh, driver dot close. Let me re-execute this one more time. Got it? Any questions? Anyone can explain the program?
Can I?
Yeah.
From the starting,
Anything would be fine.
we have taken the path, sir, as a X path
Mm-hmm.
in the first step, and we are given thread dot sleep for some time to wait, and handle for the window, and we have to shrink from the parent child to get the window handle to open the window,
Mm-hmm.
and child to get the window handle, and we are comparing these two, parent window and child window.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Here we are entering into this sub window.
Okay, do one thing. Explain this part of code. What is going to happen here?
The last line web element info, we are giving the locators are there. Driver dot sys2, we are entering to that window. If parent window equals ignore case window, ignore parent window and child window and show it at a time. I think this line meaning, if meaning.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And while is for exiting only at the true statements. So iterative was next steps.
Okay.
Yes, sir, that was.
Okay. Anyone else? No one. Okay. Maybe. Fine. Let me explain you this program. These type of programs you are going to see it very frequently from today. So there is no surprise in this. You'll see more complicated programs. If you practice, then only you'll be able to understand. Otherwise, you'll not be able to understand how you are going to use it. Okay, maybe there are few things which are new to you, but still that will come out of practice only. Okay, so the program which deals with handling the windows. Let's say if I'm going to click on one button, it will open another new tab where the information will be located. These kind of functionalities are very frequent in the real time, because here we are clicking on button. In the real time we are going to click on the links. So in that case, how to handle that particular, in that case, how to handle the uh, how to handle the links and how to handle the multiple pages in a browser, that you have to validate. Okay, basically as part of the functionality, you have to think more about whether the required page, suppose, let me tell you this one. Suppose I'm going to click on this one, click on this button. So the second page, what it gets loaded, I have to validate whether the proper page gets loaded or not. If it is loading random page, then what is the use of functionality, right? So it's not the correct functionality which we are going to handle at that time. So in order to understand, or in order to automate that particular functionality, as a humans, every time I used to tell this point, during manual testing, as a humans, we'll be able to understand which page is loading and what is right and what is wrong as part of functionality. But how Selenium will be able to understand whether this page gets loaded or not while doing automation, right? So we are going to handle both the windows. We are going to handle both the windows. First, we are loading this one. We are loading this page. We are navigating to this page. Once we navigate to this page and we are going to click on the button. Once we click on the button, it will open another tab, where that another tab is loading selenium.dev website. After loading that, now the clear point will be, you have to understand from here how we are handling the windows. I'm just opening the fresh browser. Okay, this is, just assume that this is the website opened by Selenium. Okay, once you click on this, automatically another window will get opened. So that means there are two windows in this browser now. There are two tabs in this browser now. One is Selenium tab, second one is Frames and Windows tab. Frames and Windows tab. There are two tabs. That means we have to handle these two. You can call either it as a tab or window for now to understand how we are going to handle. So we need to handle both the windows at a time. So in order to handle both the windows, we are going to design some piece of code where we are going to control the parent and then we are going to control the child. There are two ways. First, we have to control the parent window and then we have to control the child window. So in order to control the parent window, first we are creating a string and we are going to capture that window, parent window. After capturing the parent window, we are navigating to the child windows. Here, hash map, hash set, there are different things where we can use, but here we are going to set the variable. Here we are going to set the string, which is used to handle the child windows, Here, to handle the child windows, we are capturing it again, driver.child windows, driver.get window handles. Multiple windows we are going to handle here. Here, whatever the window that we are going to handle, that will be stored in parent window handle, and multiple windows, whatever we are capturing, that will be stored in child window handle variables. So the information will be stored in the respective variables. Now coming to the point of iterator. What is the concept of iterator? Here we are validating whether parent window has to get loaded or child window has to get loaded. It will be a iterative model. That means either frame, either first window or second window, first window. It is going to validate through iterator model. So iterate means looping. It's some part of looping, I can say. Okay, so iterative. So it is going to capture that windows in the iterator variable, and it is going to capture all the information, whatever the information that it is going to have here, that will be stored in child windows, that will come to the iterator part here. That means number of windows means 2 windows will be there, that it is going to iterate. How it is going to iterate means you can see it now. Iterator dot has next, whether we have next window or not, it is going to validate. If next window is available, then we creating a string which is nothing but sub window, and it is navigating to the next one. Once it is navigating to the next one, we are validating whether the page gets loaded properly or not. So how we are handling, what is this exclamatory mark meaning? What is the meaning of this exclamatory mark?
Not equals to.
Yes. So if parent window not equals to, that means if parent window not equals to this sub window, that means we are trying to capture only sub window only, child window only. If it is capturing sub window, then directly switching to the sub window and capturing the title of the page by validating this one. If you are going to keep it as equal, parent window dot equals to ignore case is equals to sub window, then you can see another out. Again, it navigates back to parent window if you observe, right? But it is failed. Why? Anyone can guess? I do not want to show the error. If you guess this, let me know. No one?
The parent and child were two different windows.
Okay.
I think so, sir.
Parent and child are two different windows. Then
So it was stopped only in parent window.
what is the error I'm talking about?
Parent window cannot handle.
No, it was already handled. If it is not handled, it will not revert back to this parent window. Automatically from here to here, the script has executed. Okay, let me tell you. This one, even I'm not seeing the error. This one, whenever you are trying to validate this ID, you are executing the script and you are switching back to the parent window here, right? These two steps are related to sub window and parent window navigation. So whenever you kept exclamatory mark, which is parent window not equals to ignore case to sub window, means it is here. But whenever you remove this not equals to symbol exclamatory mark, automatically it navigates back to the parent window. That means you are here now in the parent window. Whenever you are in the parent window and you are trying to validate this ID, will this ID be available in the parent window? Right? This is being captured from here, this one. You can see it. Inspect. Copy this one. You can see it. This one is from selenium.dev website, this ID. If you go here and if you're trying to validate with same element in this website, nothing will be available because this ID is not related to this one, parent window. You can see the error now. Unable to. Understand? Unable to locate the element. Got it?
Yes, sir.
So that means the locator you are passing is wrong one. So that's the reason you are getting this error. If you keep exclamatory mark, it will be there. It will be in the sub window only. Automatically it identifies the locator in the sub window and it will complete the execution. And one more question I have. I'm executing this one. Observe it very carefully how the script execution is going on. I have a question at the last step of execution. Okay. It will maximize the browser. It will click on that window. Click on that button. It will navigate to this window. Now only one window has closed. Why? Only that child window has closed. Why? Anyone?
So can we see program? No. The child window should be displayed and to get
Child tabs.
What is that? Child window?
is to be displayed and get in get dot info dot test, no sir. So the particular window will be displayed and the particular window test will be shown. So driver dot close for this will be applicable only for that thing.
Yeah.
that particular window.
So you can tell driver dot close will be applicable only for the current active window. Current active window is child window, which is selenium.dev. It is going to validate this one and it is going to capture the text from selenium.dev website and it will close the same window. So what needs to be used in order to close the browser? If I
Clear.
want to use, what is that?
Clear.
Clear? Are you sure?
No, sir. Quit. Quit, sir.
Yeah. What is the use of clear? What is the use of clear?
It clear the program, sir.
Clear the program. Who is that? Who is saying that?
Chandu, sir.
Get that information, let me know by tomorrow.
Okay, sir.
If it clears the program, what is going to happen? Are you going to design the same program again? answer. If you are going to use clear, if it clears the program, are you going to redesign the complete program?
Sir, anything in last time code is we are using
Last time code, what is that?
when you are writing the sorry sir, I'm not able to tell that.
Okay, get that information and let me know by tomorrow.
Okay.
Any questions?
So can you explain again from while to
From?
while, sir?
Okay. So initially we are going to handle a parent window. So after handling that parent window, we are going to keep that uh, parent window data into this particular variable. After that, whenever we click on that button, it will navigate to the child window. We need to handle both the windows at a time now. So in order to handle both the windows, we are using get window handles, and we are going to store the data, both windows data, in child window handle variables. So as we are having two things to handle now, we need to switch from parent to child, child to parent, parent to child, child to parent, because we need to validate which information we need to capture. So that is one of the main reason we are using a concept called iterator, where it is going to validate both the windows. In order to validate both the windows, we are targeting to handle the information from the child window only. So that's the reason whatever the information that we are going to capture here, number of windows that has opened, number of child windows that it has opened, every information will be stored in this variable, and we are passing the same thing to iterator. Whenever we are passing same thing to iterator, we need to validate whether the page gets completely loaded or not, how the page is going to display, and how we are going to use this information and all. So we created a while loop where we are going to concentrate on iterator dot hash next. Hash next means iterator means it is going to iterate from parent to child and child to parent, and we are handling both the windows, and we are going to validate whether next window is available or not. So if we are going to validate whether next window is available or not, and we are going to capture the same information, yes, the next window is available, and we are going to store that next window in this variable, which is called sub window. From here onwards, we are concentrating only on the sub window. We are concentrating only on the sub window. We are not navigating to original website what we have loaded. We are completely concentrating on the sub window. So now, whenever we load that sub window, we are going to validate whether this information is available or not. What is that information in the sub window? TD cover block, this ID we are validating. If this is available, then it is going to display the same text in the output. If this ID is not available, then it is going to throw an error. Suppose even if you change it 1, and if you execute the program, if that TD cover block 1 is not available, you can see the error now. can see the error. Right? Unable to locate the element. What is that element? TD cover block 1. Because that element is not available in the child window. Whenever it gets the information here, whenever it captures the information here and here, sub window, it captures everything. Whatever the data that it is having, whether the page gets loaded or not, how many number of child windows has loaded. So whether we need to navigate, whether we need to iterate to that window or not, everything will be loaded here. Any questions?
No, sir.
Okay. We need to start with framework now. So how the framework is going to handle and how we are going to design and what is the default framework that we are going to use. Introduction, I'll start and I'll explain you how to configure that. Framework. What is meant by framework? What is meant by framework? Anyone? No? No idea? Fine. Framework. So the word itself is indicates that it's a kind of loop. It's a kind of looped frame, closed looped frame, I can say. So frame means it's a kind of box where everything is being involved in that particular frame only. So it's a simple understanding. I'm just telling you this framework is nothing but it's a kind of box where all the information will be stored here. But we have designed few scripts, right? I can say alert example, field example, find element, frames, get window handles, get example, is example, navigate, all these things we already designed. Assume that these are related to our application functionality, project related functionality, and one script is depending on another one. Assume that there is a dependency between one script and another script. Okay. Now, if you are executing the script, what we are doing now, we are going to open the individual script and we are going to execute each and every script individually. Right? We are opening this is example.java and we are clicking on run button. We are opening this navigate example and click on run button, find element, click on run. Like that, we are going to open each and every script individually and we are going to execute that individually, right? We are running single script. But framework gives the flexibility to the user in order to execute n number of scripts at a time. If you have 1000, if you want to execute 1000 scripts at a time, framework gives that flexibility. If you want to execute 2000, if you want to execute 3000, if you want to execute 5000, framework gives that flexibility to execute all the scripts. Just click on run button, automatically it will trigger the execution. No need to open each and every script and no need to open any kind of files to modify. Directly it will execute all the scripts and it will give you the result. That flexibility will be provided by the framework only. That flexibility will be provided by the framework. We are having different frameworks. For pure Java programming language, we have JUnit, and pure .NET C# programming language, we have NUnit and XUnit. For automation side, we are having a framework called TestNG, which is nothing but test next generation. Test next generation, where NG means next generation. So this TestNG framework provides the complete information related to complete flexibility and information related as part of development, as part of automation. For both the cases, we can use TestNG, but JUnit is not like that. JUnit is only for the development perspective. If you are going to use JUnit in your test automation, it will not give you the complete library set. You cannot use this driver.get. You cannot use this get current URL. These things you may not use directly. Okay. TestNG framework is completely related to automation side, where it gives feasibility to the development team to use the TestNG framework for their unit testing purpose as well. Not only for testing, for unit testing also they can use this one. Okay, but most of the cases development team will use JUnit only. Testing team is going to use, automation team is going to use TestNG framework only. How can we configure this TestNG framework? How can we do this in the Eclipse, right? So one option that we are having is go to help, click on Eclipse Marketplace. It will open one sub window. Already I have TestNG in my Eclipse. I'm just entering the text called TestNG. It's not available. It's already installed. Okay, I'm going to close this. Go to help, install new software. I'm just navigating to install new software. So here already TestNG is available in my system. If you can see, no software, no. This one is going to change very frequently. That's the reason. Yeah. Okay. So in order to install TestNG in your system, what you can do is go to help, click on install new software. Here you'll have add button. Click on add button. Here you can enter any name, TestNG or any name, whatever you want, but whatever the name that you are going to give, that will be displayed in this window. So whenever you are trying to select or whenever you are trying to configure TestNG, make sure you remember that name. I'm just giving TestNG, and this is the URL you have to give. I'm just pinging this in Zoom chat window. You can copy it now. Once the session ends, you'll not be able to see this one. Okay, just copy this one. Okay, once you give this website TestNG, already this name is there in my system, so I'm just giving TestNG_1 and copying the same website here, clicking on add. Once you click on add, you can see this one, TestNG P2 libraries, TestNG P2, all this information you can see. Select this one and click on next. You'll get install button. Once you click on install, this TestNG library will be installed into your system. I'm not clicking on next now because it is already installed in my machine, right? You can see it now. It is downloading, right? Once the TestNG is completely installed, go to your project, right click, build path, configure build path, go to libraries, again class path. It is a predefined library. You are not downloading jars into your local machine. You are downloading library into your Eclipse. So click on add library now. Here you will see TestNG. If TestNG installed properly, you can see TestNG. If TestNG is not installed, then it won't display in your mission as well. Click on next, click on finish. You can see TestNG library will be copied here. If you apply, you can see TestNG also displayed here, right? Apply and close. This is how we are going to configure. Any questions? One more time, I'm explaining how to install TestNG. Go to help, click on new software, click on add, enter any name, give this website, click on add. Once you click on add, TestNG libraries, available libraries will be displayed here. Select that checkbox, click on next. It will ask you to install. Click on install anyway and click on finish. Once you click on finish, your Eclipse will get complete. Eclipse will be restarted. Once your Eclipse will get restarted, you have to configure that library to your project. Right click on your project, go to build path. Either you can click on add libraries here, or else you can go to configure build path. Select the class path. Click on add library. You'll have TestNG here. Click on next. That will be added to your class path. And click on apply and close. Once you click on apply and close, you can see TestNG here. That means that TestNG has been configured to your project. If you are working on multiple projects, you have to configure TestNG for multiple projects. There is no, sir, I have created 3 projects. So for all 3 projects, can we configure Selenium only once? No, you have to configure Selenium for 3 projects separately. Right now, once you configure TestNG, what makes the difference between this normal script and TestNG automation script? The script, the functionality of the script will be same, but how you are designing will be different in the framework. The main concept of TestNG framework is annotations. Annotations. The main concept of TestNG framework is annotations. There are few annotations which are mandatory that we are going to use. Annotation is nothing but a keyword which can be used to control the program execution. A keyword which can be used to control the program execution. Annotation always starts with @ symbol. There are few predefined annotations which are nothing but @test, @before test, @after test, @before class, @after class, @before method, @after method, @before suit, @after suit, we have before group and after group as well. I'm not going to include that. Data provider, which can be used to pass the data from your Excel document, @parameter. So these are the list of predefined annotations which we are going to have. By using these annotations, how can we design the program? How can we design a program? So why we need to use annotations? Basically, whenever you are designing a program, suppose let's say this program contains like 42 lines or 41 lines of code. In order to write the complete functionality into a single program, by using annotations, we can divide the program into 3 parts or 2 parts, or whichever is comfortable for us. Like open the browser and passing the URL is one part. and functionality will be the second part, and logging out from the application will be the third part. Whenever you execute a program and if you have any errors, these three annotations, these three parts will guide you where is the issue, what is the root cause of that particular issue, and the origin of the issue. You'll be able to identify it very easily. That's one thing. Second thing will be the execution control is also very comfortable whenever you are using annotations. And there is no restriction that you have to write first piece of code here, then only you have to write second functionality, then only you have to write. No, by using annotation, you can execute it randomly. You can design it randomly. That's one of the main reason annotations are very helpful in order to design the script. By using the same scripts, I'll show you how to make use of this annotation and how to design the framework. And as I mentioned one point here, automation framework, like framework can be used to execute multiple scripts at a time. How can we do that? So that can be possible by using one XML file. How can we design that XML file? How can we get that? So once you configure TestNG, after configuring TestNG, then only you'll be able to get it. Right click on your project, go to this one, TestNG, convert to TestNG. If you click on convert to TestNG, it will create one. It will create one testng.xml file. If you open this testng.xml file and go to here, source will be there. You can see test thread count is equals to 5 and test is equals to so and so. Here you can list down all the class names, whatever the classes that you have created, you can list down all the classes here. And once you click on run button for this XML file, whatever the class names that you have mentioned here in this file, everything will be executed. Right, that I'll show you at the end, don't worry about that. So it will take time. So we have some more time to discuss about this concept. Maybe after designing the scripts using annotations, we'll make use of this testng.xml file. Okay, still we have this TestNG annotation scripts, and we are going to discuss about how can we pass the data from the Excel document to your automation script, and we need to discuss about how the project can be structured, real-time project can be structured. And after this, we are going to discuss about how to use GitHub. How can all the team members can submit their code into one storage location. So all these things we are yet to discuss. Maybe from tomorrow we are going to start with that concept. Right? Any questions so far? Fine. If you don't have, then we'll meet you tomorrow. We have a session at the same time tomorrow, and we are going to discuss about the framework scripting part. Fine. No questions? Can we wrap the session? Fine. Thank you guys. Have a nice day.
Sir,
Yes.
I have a doubt, sir.
Okay.
I am unable to download JRE and JDK file in our laptop.
What is your OS?
Wait. Oh,
What is your OS?
okay, I will tell.
Windows 10 or Windows 11 or Windows XP or 7?
11th.
11. Okay. If you go to Oracle website, you have to sign up and you have to do that. I think there are other websites you can make use of it in order to download JDK.
Okay.
Let me share. I just saw this website. You'll have download JDK. You can click on free download to PC. If you go to Oracle, it will ask you to sign up for sure. You have to sign up and then you have to go with that flow. Maybe this is not that much comfortable for us to go with sign up, or else you have another option. I just entered Java JDK free download. Okay, if you go with that, there is a first website where Java downloads Oracle India will be there. If you can scroll down, you can see this Linux, Mac, and Windows. Click on this. If you want to download like a little bit older version, select Java 17, or else if you want to go with Java 19, you can have that. So you have this 3 installer files. Either you can go with if you compress the archive, zip folder will get downloaded. If you want to download direct .exe file, second one and third one are same, MSI file and .exe file. You can download second one or third one and you can install it.
Okay.
Yeah. If still you are not able to install, you have to restart your system and leave it for 5 to 10 minutes and then try it. Try the same process.
Okay.
If you want to download little bit older version, maybe you can go to archive and you can search for the older versions. You can see update releases for Java, this one. Okay, you can just browse it. You can see little bit older versions, Java SE8 updated and all.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anything else, guys? And thank you so much. Have a nice day. Bye.